Traders, how you doing? And welcome to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to talk about gold and silver, the outlook for the remainder of the week and potentially start of next week. If you like my type of analysis, make sure you smack that like button. If you're not subscribed, help me get to 1,000 subs and hit that subscribe button. Now, if you watched my video last week, I did say there was more of a bullish case to gold than bearish. Over the last few weeks, gold and silver have both looked pretty bearish and quite cleanly bearish. However, ever since we had some bullish momentum from the support zone and got into roughly this ranging environment here, your sentiment had to change slightly. So it wasn't as clear cut that this would move and continue with that trend to the downside as it was previously. We did have a slight fake out to the upside, tag that 200, move back down. However, sellers did not manage to break underneath this support zone. So buying pressure kept coming in when the market tried to move it down. Eventually, buyers started to take control, pushed up to this area again, tagged it back to that 20, reloaded, and we had this very bullish 4-hour candle on high volume, breaking through this area, breaking through this 200. So not only that, we've now also broken through our 4-hour downtrending anchor. You can see here on the 4-hour, we've slightly retested this area here, i.e. your anchor on this 4-hour chart to the downtrend. And we are pushing through, pushing above these highs. Gold certainly right now looks bullish. Well, not certainly. Certainly is a bad word. We don't know what's going to happen in the future. But the bias now, we're above these moving averages on the 4-hour. The bias looks pretty good to the upside. On the daily chart, we are looking good. Big bullish candle yesterday. We're roughly around this 200 SMA right now, which you may get a reaction from. If we close above, again, it would be quite a good bullish sentiment for gold. And the daily does look good for upward movement. Again, just watch for a slight reaction around this 200. You probably expect that. It's a decent area of dynamic resistance to price. We have moved a decent amount on this 4-hour. We're slightly extended from this 20 SMA. However, when gold has momentum, we know it can move. Even though gold to the upside looks quite good, there's still some areas to contend with. Our next major area will be roughly around this 1830 mark. But if we break up, we could retest before continuation to the upside. If gold has momentum, it can move. It could possibly just continue. The market will have a decision to make at this level. It's quite a significant area. As you can see, it's rejected 3 times before. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times. So this is your key area in gold. If it breaks above and not just push on from here, I would prefer it from a trading perspective to possibly come up, tag that area, have another slight reload before movement to the upside. We don't really want to see breaks of significant areas on too much of an extension because sometimes they're liable for a potential fake out and snap back to the downside. But right now, gold looks pretty good. I would say my bias is it does get up to this area. Watch for a reaction here. We could have a retest on smaller time frames, letting these moving averages, this 20 SMA, catch up so it's potentially ready for another leg to the upside. In terms of the bearish scenario for gold, I wouldn't be looking at selling this unless it gets up to here on a potential extension. That is my personal bias. I wouldn't be looking for sales, certainly not after the day we had yesterday. Now, silver, I think, looks a little bit healthier, certainly on this 4-hour. We've had a cut with handle, a nice little reload off that 200, not extended from that 20, and are breaking through this area right now. I think if we can close above, this would be a good entry for potentially longs. Ideally, waiting for more confluence, a break and retest before continuation to the upside. Daily looks good as well. Good bullish day yesterday on a little bit of volume. We're above this 20. 20 is starting to curl up now, above this resistance zone. So silver looks pretty good. However, until we break above this swing here, we still have to consider silver to be on a downtrend. Again, if we zoom out, we can see that nice downward trending market. So this could potentially be a lower low within this Dow theory downtrend. So you can see how the charts are slightly different. Albeit this pullback looks a bit more bullish than what we've had recently, including that head and shoulders. We did have a potentially slight one there. However, my bias is probably to the upside, certainly for shorter term. So I think with silver, it looks a little bit better on this 4-hour, potentially taking that break on a close. Or for more confirmation, I think a breakout retest of that area where you have your first confluence being this support area, i.e. old resistance becoming new support. Second, you've got that dynamic support to price in terms of that 200 moving average. And thirdly, you also have that dynamic support to price in terms of this 20 period MA. I think a 20 period catch up would be good. Getting into moves at the right time and adding these three confluences in along with that daily chart might look good for a potential silver long. Right, if you like the video, hit the like. If you haven't subbed, hit that sub button. If you're interested in taking your trading to the next level, take a look at the link down below. We give away a 50 grand FTMO challenge away to one member every single month. And if you're new watching this, I stream Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 1 p.m. GST live on YouTube every single week. So come and say hi in the live streams. All right, guys, trade safe. Peace.